Dear students, welcome to you all. Today I am going to start the chapter Continuity and Differentiability. Dear students, first we discuss about intuitive idea of continuity. Before discussing the mathematical definition of continuity, let us first have some intuitive idea of continuity. Let function f defined from D to R be any function where D is subset of R be any interval and let y equal to fx. Then we can represent this function by a graph in the Cartesian plane, that is xy plane. An intuitive though imprecise idea of continuity says that this function f is continuous if its graph can be drawn without lifting the pen from the plane of the paper. Roughly speaking, a function is continuous if its graph is a single unbroken curve with no holes or jumps. From above intuitive idea, it is clear that the function shown in figure first is continuous. The function shown in figure second has a hole at a point and hence is not continuous. The function shown in figure third has a jump at a point and hence is not continuous. We shall now study the exact mathematical definition of continuity. Continuity of a function at a point. In this section, we shall discuss the continuity of a function at a point in its domain. Let D is an open interval in R and C belongs to D. One right continuous function. A function f from D to R is said to be right continuous or continuous from right at x is equal to c if limit x tends to c positive fx is equal to fc. 2. Left continuous function. A function f from D to R is said to be left continuous or continuous from left at x is equal to c if limit x tends to c negative fx is equal to fc. 3. Continuous function. A function f from D to R is said to be continuous at x is equal to c if it is both left continuous and right continuous at x is equal to c, that is if limit x tends to c positive fx is equal to limit x tends to c negative fx equal to fc. 4. Discontinuous function. A function f from D to R is said to be discontinuous at x is equal to c if it is not continuous at x is equal to c. Dear students, there are some remarks. 1. A function f may fail to be continuous at x is equal to c for any of the following reasons. First, f is not defined at x is equal to c, that is fc does not exist. Second, either limit x tends to c positive fx does not exist, or limit x tends to c negative fx does not exist. Third, limit x tends to c positive fx not equal to limit x tends to c negative fx. Fourth, limit x tends to c positive fx is equal to limit x tends to c negative fx not equal to f3. In this case, f is said to have removable discontinuity at x is equal to c. Removable discontinuities are so named because one can remove this point of discontinuity by suitably defining the function at x is equal to c. 2. By x tends to c positive, we mean that x approaches c from the right. On replacing x equal to c plus h, where h greater than 0, we observe that x approaches c from the right if h approaches 0. 3. By x tends to c negative, we mean that x approaches c from the left. On replacing x equal to c minus h, where h greater than 0, we observe that x approaches c from the left if h approaches 0. Now we discuss about continuity of a function on an interval. Dear student, in the previous section we discussed the continuity of a function at a point. In this section we shall discuss the continuity of a function in an interval. 1. Continuous function on open interval. A function f is said to be continuous on an open interval ab if f is continuous at every point of open interval ab, that is if for every c belongs to open interval a to b, we have limit x tends to c positive fx equal to limit x tends to c negative fx equal to fc. 2. Continuous function on closed interval. A function f is said to be continuous on a closed interval a to b if f is continuous at every point of the open interval ab. Second, f is right continuous at x is equal to a, that is limit x tends to a positive fx is equal to fa. Third, f is left continuous at x is equal to b, that is limit x tends to b negative fx is equal to fb. 3. Everywhere continuous function. A function f is said to be continuous everywhere if f is continuous at every point of the real line. Dear students, now we discuss about algebra of continuous function. Theorem 1. Suppose f and g be two real functions continuous at a real number c, then f and g f plus g is continuous at x is equal to c, that is the sum of two continuous functions is continuous. F minus g is continuous at x is equal to c, that is difference of two continuous functions is continuous. Fg is continuous at x is equal to c, that is the product of two continuous functions is continuous. F by g is continuous at x is equal to c, that is the quotient of two continuous functions is continuous, provided g of c not equal to 0. How can we prove? Let's start. First part we will prove here. Since f and g are continuous at x is equal to c, so we can write limit x tends to c fx is equal to fc, and limit x tends to c gx is equal to gc. Now limit x tends to c f plus g of x is equal to limit x tends to c fx plus gx, and this is equal to limit x tends to c fx plus limit x tends to c gx by the theorem on limits, and this can be written as fc plus gc, since f and g are continuous, and this can be written as f plus g c by definition of f plus g, that is f plus g of c. Hence f plus g is continuous at x is equal to c. Remaining parts proofs for the remaining parts are similar. Theorem 2. Let f and g be real valued functions such that fog is defined at c. If g is continuous at c and f is continuous at gc, then fog is continuous at c. Dear students, since fog is defined, therefore we can say that range of g is subset of domain of f, and this is implies that gx belongs to domain of f for all x belongs to domain of g. Also g is continuous at x is equal to c, then limit x tends to c gx is equal to gc taken as 1. Also f is continuous at gc implies that limit g of x tends to g of c, f of gx equal to f of gc, and this is implies that limit x tends to c f of gx equal to f of gc from first, as x tends to c implies that gx tends to gc, and this is implies that limit x tends to c fog of x is equal to fog of c. Therefore we can say that fog is continuous at x is equal to c. Thank you.